if ever, and I don't mean any puns here, but with what's going on in Italy with the coronavirus, there is definitely a health warning on getting involved in this weekend's card in Serie A. Alex, I mean, you're going to have to let us know what games are going to be, if you know, that are going to be behind closed doors.
Yes.
There's been media reports saying that some games may even be played at neutral grounds. They're definitely going to be behind closed doors. I mean, we understand it could be Northern Italy side, Italian side. So we're talking about Milan. We're talking about maybe Juve. It's unbelievable.
Juve for sure behind closed doors. Juve, Inter behind closed doors. Milan, Genoa behind closed doors. Also Parma versus Spal. Also Sassuolo versus Brescia. And Sampdoria versus Verona. Those are the matches behind closed doors.
Okay. Chef Michael, with everything that's going on in Italy with the coronavirus, are you tempted to take your foot off the gas with some of these selections? Because I've played in games behind closed doors, and it's hard to get up tempo. It's honestly, you hear everything. There's nothing to the game. It's a really, really strange feeling.
It is. You got you look at the intensity. The intensity is not there. The sense of urgency is not there. But I think there are some spots here where obviously you have a few teams that are playing those behind closed door games, and they're actually playing for something. And the sides that they are playing, they're not playing for something. So I think you still can see some nice spots to get on. But yeah, you got to be careful with those no spectator games, because the spectators are more than half of that, atmosphere out there. That's that fuels the team. And when they don't have that passion out there, it's hard.
No, especially in Italy. I mean, the players are the most emotional players, I think, probably in the world. I would go as far as saying that they play on emotion. That's why games can swing. That's why games can be so dead, and then all of a sudden they spring into life. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a strange one. I'm going to watch it just because I want to see some of the reactions. Rafa, can we have a little look at the record, please? Okay, 38.2 units. That's absolutely top draw. Average price of 1.99. Chef Michael, you're not quite up into the Premier League punters bracket yet, but you're not doing too bad, my lad. I saw your tweet. Don't worry. We love a bit of healthy competition. Okay, Rafa, give me the individual records, because we know how well these two are doing. Here they are. Alex at 9.2. He loves a little 9.2, 9.4 units of profit wherever he goes. Average price of 1.91. Chef Michael, 2.09, sponsored by Inter Milan. Profit of 29 units. You are definitely eating well, Chef Michael. You are definitely eating well. Well done, gentlemen. Listen, let me get on.
They never trust a skinny chef, so.
No, exactly. But there again, I cook a lot myself, and when I cook, I don't really fancy eating it. It's very strange, because I'm always tasting, and I probably eat more than a meal before I even dish it up. AC Milan, 1.68, Alex, minus 146, draw 4.2, plus 320. Genoa, 5.8, plus 480.
Yeah, behind closed doors, without the Milan fans, which Milan fans are some of the best fans in Italy, and we must admit that. Despite the, besides that 4-2 defeat against Inter, a crazy defeat against Inter from 3 rounds ago, Milan are doing better and better, to be honest. I think that they were very unlucky not to return with the 3 points from Fiorentina after Fiorentina was red carded in the 62nd minute of the game, but they scored with the penalty 5 minutes before the end of the match. Rebic is on fire for Milan right now. I think that he scored in his last 4 consecutive matches. And he's a brilliant striker, so he's starting little by little to engage more with, connect more with his teammates, and all that after Zlatan came. I think that Zlatan is mostly important, not because what he's doing on the pitch, but how he's how you say, talking with his teammates, making them to play, putting some, not pressure, because it's a lot said pressure. I don't know, making them understand that they are a team to play together. He will play with words. His experience at this level counts a lot for some young players, and that proves that after he arrived at Milan, things changed in good. Genoa, not a bad team, not at all a bad team. And yes, you will tell me that they are on the relegation zone there, but we have how many rounds till the end of the season? Like 13 of them. Nothing is decided. They are just 1 point behind Sampdoria, the first salvation spot. A little bit unlucky, if you ask me. Genoa lost at home against Lazio. Lazio, who are fighting for the title. So I think that they can find the back of the net against Milan. And after they did against Cagliari, Atalanta, and so on, Bologna, they destroyed Bologna 3-0 on the road. They scored 2 against Lazio. It's very, very tough always to play against a team who are fighting relegation. So both teams to score for me 1.8 in this match.
1.8. Okay, Chef Michael, behind closed doors. Cannot believe they've not postponed this. I really can't. I mean, this is depriving so many fans that would have been looking forward to it. Juve 2.3, which is plus 130. Draw 3.38, which is plus 238. And Inter 3.6 plus 260. Inter draw no bet would be my little guess. What are you going for, Chef Michael?
No, yeah, I agree with the closed door thing. I mean, they should have at least postponed this match with the Scudetto implications that they have going here. This has got to be a game where it's going to look like a draw, but I don't really like to play the draws. Obviously, Juve are playing right now. They're going to play tomorrow at home. I think we might see a few tired legs, and you combine that with the lack of atmosphere and the lack of intensity. I could see an under, so I'm going to go under 2.5 at 1.9, and I'm also going to play the first half draw at 2.1. I just don't think that's going to have the same flair as obviously you would see if the stadium was going to be packed.
No, I think you're right. I like that. Draw at half-time at 2.1. I think this game might take a good while to get going. And that's even if it does get going, Alex. It's a shame that there's not going to be a packed house for this one.
Yeah, Juventus are playing as we speak in France against Lyon. So both teams are involved in European competition this week. Inter are hosting Ludogorets tomorrow in Europa League. But again, they might even rest some of their key players. So they will be the fresh team in this clash. I still think there is plenty to play for here, despite being without fans. This is the only match, in my opinion, which will not be affected by the lack of fans. Of course, it will be from one point or the other, but I think that the players will give everything in this match. There is a big chance for Lazio to be first in the standings after this round of fixtures, as they are hosting Bologna. So in case of a draw or an Inter Milan win, if they beat Bologna, they will go first. I don't think that we'll see under. I don't know. I'm going opposite in this one. I'm going both teams to score at 1.75. I totally agree with a draw at halftime, probably. Maybe the match will open in the second half, or maybe we will see a 1-1 draw at halftime, and everyone will be happy with that. But yeah, both teams to score for me at 1.75. All the players will have something to prove here. I think that Lukaku represents good value to be anytime goal scorer. Ronaldo represents good value to be anytime goal scorer. So I don't know what to say. Yeah, both teams to score for me at 1.75.
Yeah, I'm not so sure Lukaku is ever good value for any time goal scorer, to be honest.
Of course he is. Of course he is, you hater. Of course he is.
Okay, here we go. Here's a team I told you would do a job on Barcelona, and they did just that. Chef Michael, Napoli 1.5 minus 200, draw 4.6 plus 360. Torino 7.4 plus 640. Napoli, if they can be bothered, they are very good. And if they can't, they are very bad.
Yeah, they're very, very Jekyll and Hyde here. I mean, but they found their recent form. Gattuso's turned this team around somehow. They've won 4 out of the last 5, and like you just said, they took that draw to Barcelona yesterday. And they've had some huge wins. They beat Juve a couple weeks ago, Cagliari. Still not convinced that they've completely turned it around, but they are playing the ultimate fade team for me right now, and that's Torino. They're just in a complete downward spiral here. Lost 6 in a row, and I don't see them turning that around anytime in the near future. After Napoli, they got coming up Juve, Inter, and Lazio. So, I mean, I think I gave out last week odds on Torino to get relegated at 10. I'd expect after this match this weekend, that's going to get cut in half. I think Napoli can get another win here. Kind of combine it with under 4.5 at 1.87.
Okay, Napoli.
I'm checking the odds. I'm checking the odds for Torino to get relegated right now. let me check that.
I was looking at this Napoli game, thinking it could be Napoli win to 0 as well, Chef Michael, or Napoli to score in both halves. I like this one though, Alex. I'm going to come to you first. But Parma 2.08, which is plus 108. Draw 3.7 plus 270. Spall 3.9 plus 290. This Parma side do not get what they deserve. They are better than what they've been showing, and I like them to win outright. Alex?
Yeah, the 2.0, I was expecting higher odds without fans. The atmosphere at the Parma Stadium is absolutely unbelievable. They don't have star players inside their team, but they are very organized. They have that thing that we missed for a lot of teams, that pleasure to play. This I loved when I see a Parma match, and I think that they will win this match. This is one of the matches affected by the lack of fans, and this is why I'm going. And I don't do that oftenly, and you know that, under 2.5 goals in the match at 1.93. If Parma wins, I think that they will do it at 1-0, 2-0 there. I don't see Spal scoring. I don't know. Yeah, under 2.5 at 1.93 for me.
Yeah, like it. Chef Michael, I got 1-0, 2-0. Parma, are you going to complicate it?
No, I'm just going to take it a little step further. I mean, both of you say 1 or 2-0, so I think they can cover the -1. And I got that at 2.95. Parma are going to try to regain their form lately. I mean, they were as high as 5th on the table a few weeks ago, and they went on a little downhill slide, but I mean, they lost to Lazio and Juventus. I mean, no really shame in that, and had a draw with Cagliari. I think part of the reason why we're seeing a good price on Parma is Spal's gotten the better of them the past 3 meetings. But that's a different side, and I think Parma are obviously the better teamer. So I just took the -1 at 2.95 figure. With that -1 at worst, just get our money back.
Yeah, there's a togetherness about Parma that I really, really like, and I'm wishing them well as well, because as you say, there's no stars. They're in it together, they're rowing in the same direction, and they've played better than some of their results have shown.
By the way, sorry, Flash. Torino to get relegated, some bookies have it at 12, some at 14, some at 26. So Bet Victor has it at 26 right now.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of dodgy sides, though, down the bottom there, and it's going to be... How many go down? Is it 2 or 3?
3.
Okay,
Three,
well,
yeah.
they're definitely going to be in there if they keep on like this. Maybe we'll revisit that next week. Now, I'm going to be absolutely crazy, I think, Chef Michael. But I don't like this Lazio price of 1.51 minus 1.94. Draw 4.3 plus 330. And Bologna 7.6, which is plus 660. Bologna are dangerous in this game for me.
Yeah, Bologna are dangerous, but this is another one of those games that are being played with no spectators. And I think at home at Stadio Olimpico, I think Lazio are going to continue flying here. I think Bologna, despite that 3-game winning streak a couple rounds ago, they had a huge win over Roma. They kind of fallen off, had a couple of clean sheets, one at Genoa and then a draw with Udinese. Bologna, I think they're just too injury riddled right now. I think that's going to get the better of them. I don't know who they're going to field in this match, and maybe they can call up some youngsters. I think Lazio can keep rolling here. Obviously, they got their eye on that top spot of the table, and I just have this is one of the games I was talking about, how there's going to be intensity from one side, and the intensity is not going to be matched from Bologna. I don't think, and I think Lazio is going to try to come out here flying from the opening whistle here, despite the no spectators. So I'm going to take Lazio halftime, full time at 2.25.
Halftime, full time at 2.25. Sorry.
Another good price here. I think that I don't know the odds. I was just checking it right now. Lazio to win and under 4.5 goals in the match. It's very, very tough for Bologna to score with so many injury issues that they have right now. That is at 1.91. That is great.
Okay, let me just put a little pin in both your balloons, because I'm not going to go for it as my trap, but it was so close to being my trap. And the reason is no fans. Bologna won't be intimidated because there's no fans. The injuries will bring in fresh faces that will be able to produce and maybe put a message across to the management that they should have been playing all along. This is a stinky, stinky game. And I'm a bit gutted, really, Chef Michael, because I'm cheering on your half-time, full-time at 2.25. But if Lazio don't win this game, I will be crowing next week.
You might be right from some points of view, but let's not forget that Lazio's plan is to win the title this
without
season.
a doubt, Alex.
This is why they are out of Europa League. This is what they wanted to be out of Europa League. Results, wins after wins, great, crazy, amazing matches. Second defensive side in the league with after Inter Milan. At home, I don't really know how many they concede. 10 goals, undefeated at home, 10 wins in 13 matches.
No, I get all that.
These Bologna sides.
I know, I get all that. But the thing is with Lazio, I just think that they're playing on adrenaline. I think they're riding the crest of a wave. And I think the crowd have played a major, major part in that. And I think at 1.51... why are they not, in everything you've said, you're right, okay? Why are they not 1.35, 1.4? Why are they not that? I just think that they're trying to entice people at 1.51. Anyway, job's done. Half-time, full-time, 2.25. Come on, Chef Michael. And I will, you know me, if I get it right, I won't let you know next week and say, I told you so, will I? I'll never do that. Okay, Alex, round us off. Cagliari 3.9 plus 290, draw 3.9 plus 290, and AS Roma at 1.98, which is minus 103.
This is a goal fest. This is what I see, a goal fest. Both teams with great attacking players, nothing to lose from Cagliari here. One of my favorite teams, let's say, this season from the way they are playing, not necessarily from the results. They enjoyed an absolutely fantastic first half to their season, but right now something is very fishy with them. And despite having the players, because they have so many amazing players at their disposal, Simeone, Joao Pedro, and the most important one is Nine Golan, who I hope that he will come back for this match and deliver. He was suspended last week, so for sure that he will come back. Cacciatore should come back from injury. So I see a very, very good side, this Cagliari side. And of course, AS Roma, what to say about AS Roma? I always enjoy to watch AS Roma's games. I think that they're playing an exciting football, great to watch, great for the eye. So over 2.5 goals for me, despite being without fans at 1.72.
And Alex, give me your banker, please.
Banker, oh wow. AC Milan, Genoa, both teams to score at 1.8.
Okay, I'll put that next to your name. Chef Michael, banker. And don't go anywhere near Lazio.
Now I'm going to go Napoli and under 4.5.
At 1.87. Listen, gents, have a great weekend. And let's hope all of the boys do a great job. You only need 3 units and you're over 40. Over 40 units. You wouldn't even have dreamed you could be over 40 units at the start of the season. So I look forward to seeing you both next week. You take care.
Between 2 of us, it's better than between 4 having 60 units, right?
But it doesn't matter. The selections are selections.
I'm joking. Anyway, altogether, for everyone to know, we are around 125 units of profit. La Liga, Bundesliga, Serie A, and Premier League.
Yeah, we just but it's tough in Bundesliga. Obviously, we know that the Premier League is the hardest league to bet in. So any profits in the Premier League should be worth double. And I'll leave it. I'll leave it there.
And he was not saying that 3 weeks ago. You know, he was crying. You say, I can't wait to be on a positive because I'm on negative right now. Dear God, help me. And right now, when he's on positive and they are doing so well in the last 3 weeks, everyone on Twitter knows
you got to be doing it. Sing when you're winning. I am as worse as the most fickle fan in the world. A couple of weeks ago, people were absolutely writing me off on shows saying he can't do this, he can't do that. And now people are saying he's a great host, him. See, it's amazing. We put money in their pocket. We're bribing their emotions. Listen, lads, I could chat all day, but I haven't got time for you. You take care and I'll see you next week.